Hey there guys, Unofficial MCU here, hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Loki mid-season trailer here for what we could possibly expect here for the second half of the season 1 of Loki. It is going to be presumably only one season of the show, unfortunately, and same thing probably goes for WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, unfortunately, but nonetheless, I think they're all great shows, but today's video is about the Loki show, so without a further ado, let's jump right on into it. What we're going to be seeing here, the second half of the season of Loki here, and really what the next 3 episodes are, because there's only 3 episodes out of 6 that are left. It takes no saying, quite honestly, that there are going to be spoilers for the Loki show, so I'm going to just jump right on into this, starting out with this first little bit of a shot here. Looks like a space scene, some sort of space dimension. Hopefully we'll get more insight on how the whole time travel here exactly is working here in Loki overall, and how the TVA is able to do it, especially looking at a brand new little glimpse there in what we saw in episode 3, talking about the TVA not really being like all that real. And then the next few clips here all the way up to now mostly are just kind of clips that we've already seen kind of pretty much all throughout these first 3 episodes, so they're kind of just, I guess, rerunning these different types of clips to show people that maybe haven't already seen this show so far, to kind of maybe get them to start watching the show as well. Then we have the classic good old Marvel Studios logo there, always fire with that. The Minutemen from episode 2 hunting down Lady Loki, getting another glimpse at her, kind of makes me think and wonder if she's going to be playing quite the role, not only in episode 3 and 4 and kind of 2 as well, but really in the whole overall season finale is something I think we could also see. Then we get another glimpse here at the whole hurricane scene and the apocalypse, pretty much, I guess. That's another thing that this show does, is bring a whole new meaning, I guess, to apocalypse. It means the end of, like, I guess, different civilizations rather than the world, I guess, in those types of terms and manners. Another glimpse at the whole, I guess, space travel right here. It reminds me heavily of, I guess, like Guardians of the Galaxy or something, or mostly Thor, of course, seeing that he's from Asgard for the most part, so that makes quite a bit sense to me. We then get another glimpse here at when they travel back in time to test that whole apocalypse theory, seeing if the different variants are hiding in those different kind of apocalypse, so it's kind of neat and funny to see those as well. It's a really interesting idea how this show is just able to play around with the whole time travel, I guess, idea here as well, which is really exciting. Then we have another look here at the whole timekeepers and the TVA city really overall. Now, here is a really important character. I think she's going to play a huge role, especially starting from this like whole theme right here, this whole blue theme right here. I think she's going to play a huge role later on in the whole Loki show. I think that furthermore, she is the main bad guy of the show, guys. Her name is Ravonna, if you haven't already known that, and furthermore, why is she so important? She's actually the significant other of Kang the Conqueror, and he has been heavily rumored to be appearing in the Loki show. Now, I think that she is actually the main, I guess, bad guy of this overall show, rather than Lady Loki. Another thing that we do know about Kang the Conqueror is that he is actually kind of confirmed here to be the main villain of Ant-Man 3, Quantumania. So, just taking an overall basic look at her whole character and what she's really overall kind of been doing in the Loki show, I feel like that she's had her own mysterious and mischievous themes as well in this show, especially what we saw there in the trailer, having like that whole blue hologram misty kind of color kind of come into the whole room like that. If you look at Kang the Conqueror, he's kind of blue, so that whole idea makes quite a bit sense to me, guys. I definitely think and really am convinced that she's going to be the main villain of this overall show. That, furthermore, is a common theme I've really seen with these whole Phase 4, I guess, Disney Plus Marvel shows, is that we never really know who the main villain exactly is. You know, taking an example for WandaVision, we weren't completely sure that Wanda was actually the bad guy. And then taking a look at Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we weren't sure who the power broker was, and it was Sharon Carter out of all people. So I think that they're kind of playing out the same thing for the Loki show as well, and that we're not really exactly going to be knowing who the main villain, you know, exactly is right off the bat. And I think that it is very well going to be Ravonna here, and I think that they are going to be setting up Kang the Conqueror for Loki and overall Kang the Conqueror's whole appearance that we're going to be seeing in Ant-Man 3, Quantumania. Furthermore, to kind of give you guys a little more insight on who Kang the Conqueror exactly is basically is what he is. He's the Conqueror of all the different timelines and the multiverse overall. He plays a huge villain for the Avengers and really puts up a fight for all of them. So that's something furthermore I think that we're going to be seeing here with Phase 4, Phase 5, and Phase 6 almost. I think he might even furthermore kind of be like the big baddie, much like Thanos was, or at least maybe the big baddie for one of the upcoming Avengers movie, Avengers 5. So with that, enough about Kang the Conqueror. He honestly deserves a whole separate video, so do stay tuned for that. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss that. Now, looking at the rest of the trailer, like I had mentioned before, we're getting a lot of different shots here that we've already seen in the first 3 episodes, just of all the overall characters, and it's really just supposed to display what the show exactly is to people that haven't exactly watched this overall show, to kind of maybe get them into the show, maybe make it a little awesomer, a little better, I guess, and a little bit more awesomer. Loki walks through the portal, and that's kind of a symbol almost, I feel like, of him leaving the TVA, but telling off these last few clips here of what we're going to be seeing here for future episodes of Loki is that Lady Loki and Loki are going to be saved from the TVA or some sort of way. Now, like in this next clip right here, it looks like we have another Lady Loki. It looks like a child Loki as a young girl that we're presumably going to be seeing here later on in the series, and it looks like that she's being taken in by the TVA for some sort of criminal activity. I mean, Loki did start at a young age. It's either that or Loki's, I guess, portraying himself as a younger person, but then again, I guess the whole idea of his powers not working in the TVA comes into play, so that really can't be a possibility. Can't wait to see what they do with her character, though. Looks like a big ship right here is crashing down, furthermore causing more apocalypse, I guess, in some sort of ways. It's kind of hard to tell. It's just a big ship crashing down on the land, so that's kind of interesting. Lady Loki and Loki together doesn't look like it's the same planet that we saw them in episode 3, but this one I think does for the most part. Although, to be fair, they weren't exactly sitting down when the whole explosion part actually happened, so it could be a completely different place. More confirmation that Mobius and Loki are going to meet up once again, and here they are fighting those guards that we saw in episode 3. Now, here's an important part. I think this is what we're going to be seeing here at the beginning of episode 4, or some point in episode 4, is Loki and Lady Loki are taken in by the TVA after they are saved by the TVA from the whole apocalypse actually happening. But they are going to be brought into some confinement, and it very well could result in the death of either one, because Loki wasn't exactly supposed to do that, and I think the best possible way that the TVA could actually deal with that is just by terminating them, getting rid of them, because they're causing too much trouble. Then we have a stand here of Loki doing some more fighting, standing at Asgard, and looks like some sort of wizardry wand right there, which is kind of cool, and that is it. That's the whole trailer, guys. Congrats, you made it to the end of our mid-season trailer for Loki, guys. That's pretty much everything that we saw there in the overall trailer. That's our breakdown there. Now, for theories and predictions as far as those go, of course, there's many different ones out there, but this Loki show has been throwing so many different things at us, and really that whole Kang the Conqueror with Ravana and all of that, I think that's as far as it very well could go. I mean, I don't really have too many other theories and suspicions. Now, the whole idea of Loki maybe dying by the end of the season, or at least this variant of Loki, I think it's very plausible, quite honestly. The more and more I think about it, I think that very well could happen. I mean, he knows too much, the TVA has told him too much, unless there's some sort of way that the TVA resets your mind and kind of like, I guess, memory wipes you, kind of like Men in Black do, then he could live, and that would make sense. But other than that, he has too much power, you know, being known as the God of Mischief, and knows too much that the TVA has told him. And furthermore, he very well could live. There's a whole other idea because the TVA could very well collapse. But other than all of that, of course, I'm going to have a whole nother separate video, both for, you know, going in more depth on Kang the Conqueror and Ravana and that whole theory and everything you may need to know for all of that, what I really think the whole main villain could be for Loki overall. And I'm going to have another video for my final predictions and theories here for episode 4 for Loki later this week, so also stay tuned and look out for that by hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're notified when those 2 videos also come out. Guys, leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it. It really does help with the channel. It takes you guys like 2 seconds, and go comment down below some of your thoughts and opinions, things you may have noticed, and things we may have missed in the overall mid-season trailer breakdown. I want to know all of that in the comment section down below, guys. Check out our Instagram, Unofficial MCU, for more Marvel and superhero-related content, guys. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.